Hey guys, so today we're in Daytona Beach, Florida in our RV Jupiter. It's a 2004 Dodge Mercedes Sprinter 2500 edition with the extended wheelbase. We're going to be going through changing the in-dash speakers, which for this particular model are the 4-inch. So we just popped down to AutoZone, collected two, and we're going to go through the installation with you. Okay, so guys, the first step will be how to access the speaker. As you can see here, we've got the windshield side trim, and then we've got the speaker protection down here in the grate. The first thing we're going to need to do is pull this side trim off. Just start at the top and give it a quick and hard tug. Don't be afraid to use a little bit of force, but the whole thing will just pop off. Once you've done that, if you come over here to where the speaker shield is, if you grab it on the outside, you can just click this up, click up at the back, and then slide it out towards you. As you can see here, it's got these little tabs, which are what secure it in place. So now we've got the speaker grating off, you can quite easily see what's wrong with our speaker. It's well and truly blown. No surprise that the sound's been distorted. To remove the speaker, very carefully get a flathead screwdriver, just get it underneath the casing and just give it a little pop. Once you've done that, the speaker will just simply lift free. Be careful because the electrical cables are still connected, and the speaker itself was held in by these tabs at the back. Now on this particular model, as you can see from the electrical wiring, we're in the front left driver's seat. We've got a brown cable here which will be the negative, and then the green and brown cable here will be our positive terminal. So now I've disconnected the speaker from the electrical cables. Very simply just pull the two terminal connections off. It's time to compare to our current speakers in shape and depth. As you can see here, this is a perfect cylindrical speaker. It was held in by these metal tabs at the back, and you've got the positive and negative terminal connections here on the underside. Here is one of our speakers that have been brought out of the box, and as you can see straight off, the depth is relatively the same. The terminal tabs, we've got a positive and negative, but we also have a square speaker. Now, without boring you with the process of cutting this to a circle, just very carefully bend the tabs up and down until you get a cylindrical shape. Doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to fit in the speaker housing, and just leave one tab there so you've got something to screw down into and hold the speaker into place. One thing that's worth mentioning is on the previous speaker wiring we have different size tabs. On our new speaker both tabs are slightly larger, so we're going to need to cut the cables, crimp on the two new connections so that this can be used through the pre-existing electrical wiring. Okay guys, so a little bit behind the scenes, our speakers came with two terminal connections anyway, so we cut the wire, crimped them on, a little bit of electrical tape just to isolate the end of the connection. But now we're good to plug in the speaker and test it before we put it all back together. So if we remember, the brown is the neutral and the green and brown is our positive. Okay, if you look at our speaker here where the terminal connections are, and you look very closely, you can see a little positive and a little negative mark just here and here, showing us very easily how and where to connect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this speaker in, connect it up, and we'll turn it on and make sure that it sounds good before we secure it down with a single screw and put the grille back on and the windshield awning. Okay, so we've got our speaker, we've got our cables. We're just going to slide the positive on first, and that is on there, and just get our negative connection, slide it on there. So as you can see, they just literally clip on like this. Okay, and the speaker's in. Alright guys, so now the speaker's in, just started up the car and time to turn up the radio and check it works. Sounds good, definitely not blown anymore. Yeah, so time to put it all back together. So right here, just keep the inside tabs in first, just click them down, click them into place. And you just need to pop it in and back on itself so that you actually get these last tabs in. As soon as those tabs are in, you can get the windshield trim. Make sure you get the base tab in the hole. Click it up and All done.